For this rotation for the teens and adults, one of the techniques that they have to learn is the long parry. But before we get there, let's work on the inside defense for a little bit. So we're going to have Senpai Gabby get a little bit closer to Sensei Riley so she doesn't have to step. And we're going to keep the punches nice, loose, and relaxed. And what Sensei Riley's going to do is do his inside defense. Go ahead. So back and forth. Notice that he's using his wrist and not his hand. 45-degree angle. The hand is not dropping at all. He's just redirecting it. And time. So in this next part, we're going to work on the long parry for the right straight. So Senpai Gabby is going to step in, fire a right straight. Sensei Riley redirects, and then he's going to scoop. As he scoops, he's stepping, going into his clinch. So he has an underhook, the elbow's down there, the right hand's up high. He's got a grip on his neck, or on Senpai Gabby's neck, and his elbow is down so she can't get him in a bear hug. Then he's going to fire one knee. And that's the technique. So now let's go ahead and do it smooth. So Senpai Gabby fires a right straight. He does his long parry and fires the knee. Now let's do it slow motion without me talking. Go ahead. Now we're going to do the long parry against a jab. Now with this one, it's important to note that Sensei Riley has to step forward with his right leg to the outside of Senpai Gabby's left foot. So when she fires the jab, he's going to redirect, do his scoop, step to the outside, get a grip on the neck just like before, and then fire the knee. Notice that he's not right in front of her in this clinch. He's off to the side. Okay, let's go ahead and do that smooth now, please. Good. So the next level, you're gonna have to do these. You're gonna have to do the long parry against combinations. So your partner is going to be throwing random combinations that I call out, and whenever Sensei Riley feels like it, he can do the long parry. So it could be off the jab or off the right straight. So I'll start calling out punches, and he's going to defend them as she throws them. 2, 3, 4. And he doesn't have to let her do the whole combo. He felt like doing the long parry at that time. Double jab, right straight. Right straight, left hook, right straight. No, bro, we'll do it again. Right straight, left hook, right straight. Left hook, right straight, left hook. 2. And he went into his long parry. So you have to be able to put this into that random format and still come out with a long parry. So the final requirements for teens and adults for the Patriot program is going to be, for the white belts, it's going to be the arm bar. For everybody else, it's going to be the arm bar to the omoplata. And there's 2 different arm bars we're going to do. One will be against a choke, and one will be for a grip on the biceps. So for the white belts first. So he's in my guard. Okay. He's got his hands on my throat. He's choking me. I wrap the arms. I extend my hips to remove the choke. Okay. Foot goes in the hip, no gap. I'm going to spin, throwing that leg in the armpit. My other leg comes over the top. I keep a hold of both arms so I don't get punched in the face, and then I apply the arm bar. It's important. If you come down here and you let go, you'll still get the arm bar, but then this guy can punch you in the face. Or, he might gouge out an eye, and we don't want that. So we keep that arm trapped so I can apply the arm bar, all right? Next, for yellow belt and up, the arm bar will be off a bicep grip like often you see in MMA. Of course, he's got his elbows down. He's kind of caging my hips as well. So it's a bit of a game that I'm going to have to play here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my arm up like I'm blocking the sun out of my eyes. I'm going to grab his wrist, and then my other hand's going to come behind his tricep. Foot comes up, no gap, spin, leg into the armpit, keeping this nice and tight. Leg comes over the top. I don't remove this hand until my leg comes over the top, and then I get my arm bar. If I need to, I can always trap this arm as well so he can't punch with it, and then apply my arm bar. Now, on this next one, he pulls his arm back before I can really finalize the arm bar. So he's got the grip on the biceps here. I come here, and I go there, and he starts to pull his arm back, right? At this point, I need to trap this arm. So I'm going to trap this arm, and as I turn, I'm going to lift my hips and slam my feet to the ground, right? I'm also coming over here and trying to grab the leg. If you can grab the opposite leg, it's even better. So if I can get over here, it's even better. And if you notice, I'm squeezing my legs together trying to keep this trapped. or you can slide up to the wrist too. So what I want to do is before I sit up, I want to flatten him out. So I'm going to flatten him out, figure four my legs, and I'm going to sit up. I still got a grip on his wrist. Arm comes over the top, and then I fold this in. This needs to be behind his tricep. Now at this point, I can let go with this hand. This hand will post on the ground. I grab, and I'm going to do my omoplata. The action here is when I come up, I'm pulling back with my legs. I'm not just leaning forward, but I'm pulling back with my legs and leaning towards his head.